I'm sorry, I didn't hear you coming. I suppose you want to see Mr. Hammond. Well, I'm afraid he's not...
While he's away...
Oh, Jerry, thank goodness you're back. A man just arrived and he said he's come here to take over Mr. Hammond's job.
What?
Oh, his name's Oats. He's got the most objectionable manner I've ever known. Have you ever heard of him?
Now, slow down. Let me get this straight. Did he say who sent him?
No, he just came in as though he owned the place and I didn't know what to do.
Well, what's he doing now?
He's in the bathroom. He's taking a shower.
Excuse me. I'm Jerry King. If you don't mind, I'd like to know what this is all about.
I said wait in the office.
Well, there's nothing wrong with my hearing. Look, I'm in charge around here while Mr. Hammond's away. This happens to be his...
I've got a button undone. Do something about it.
Ranger headquarters? Oh, Sir Adrian. Yes, he is. Hang on a moment. Jerry. Sir Adrian.
Sir Adrian? Yeah, he's arrived already. I don't understand, sir. We weren't notified of any... I see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I will. Thank you for calling. Mr. Oates is an inspector from the Department of Civil Services. We've been instructed to extend to him our fullest cooperation. In short, what he says goes.
But why weren't we told he was coming?
Sir Adrian didn't know himself until a short while ago. He seemed pretty upset about it, but said there was nothing he could do. The guy's here, so we're stuck with him.
What's he supposed to be inspecting?
Everything. From the petty cash tin upwards.
You two got nothing better to do than yak?
You'll have to excuse us, Mr. Oates. We didn't know to expect you. That is, we weren't told of anything. Were we, Jerry?
We were just notified.
I'll be staying 4, maybe 5 days. Sharpen up some. From what I've seen so far...
Someone who just arrived here, you're jumping to some mighty quick conclusions.
The results achieved in no way out there, for instance. It's running cotton.
Yeah, well, it does the work of
That's what it amounts to, isn't it?
Now, look here.
Jerry.
If I'm wanted, I'll be in the hangar.
I don't think I introduced myself, Mr. Oates. I'm Clancy Merrick. The Hammonds have been kind enough to let me...
Sympathy.
Oh, Mr. Hammond's son.
Where's he been?
To football. He had a match on today.
Come on. Hey, Jerry, we won 12-10. Oh, you should have been there. We were down 10-7 with a minute to go. We scored right on the bell.
Great.
She's the best mascot a team could ever have.
Great.
There's a party at Bob Brown's place tonight, victory celebration. And it's too bad you're on duty. You could have come.
I don't think Mr. Oates would approve.
As to who?
Correction. Inspector Oates, Department of Civil Services.
Never heard of him.
You will, you will.
Mark!
Yeah?
Mr. Oates wants to see you. I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. He's in the office.
What does he want me for? What's he doing here anyway?
He's some kind of efficiency expert. We have the pleasure of his company for a few days.
Yeah? Dad didn't say anything about it.
He didn't know. No one did till the last minute. Mr. Oates apparently believes in shock tactics.
Mr. Oates? I'm Mark Hammond.
Who gave you permission to use the Ranger vehicle?
Eh?
I'm informed you've been playing football. Don't you know it's against regulations to use a Ranger vehicle for anything other than Ranger business?
The game was over at Eagleston. There's no other way I could get there.
I don't care if you're playing in chance. I intend to report the matter.
But Dad said I...
Yeah.
Today's Saturday, I just...
Vehicles, you can clean them up.
But...
Yeah.
Skippy, she lives here.
Are you trying to be funny?
She's lived here all her life. We raised her from the pouch. I just told you this is her home. Leave her alone.
Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to you. I don't care who you are. Just leave her alone.
Take it easy, Mark.
He went to hit Skippy.
Off you go, Skip. Or maybe he doesn't like animals, period.
They belong in the bush. Your job is to protect them, not to have them wandering around the house. Rule 57A, Section 3, Step.
She's free to come and go as she pleases.
The rule is clearly defined. You do well to remember.
One smarty Mark
Don't be silly. I've come to help you. You're really keen to go to that party, aren't you?
Oh, who needs parties? Washing cars is much more fun.
If you're interested, Harry Jarvis will be buying his truck in a few minutes. I just spoke to him on the phone. He said if you meet him at the turn-off, he'll give you a lift. But you have to hurry. He was leaving right away.
Oh, forget it. I have to get changed and everything.
Change to the football club. I packed your things in here.
What about Oates?
Well, he's got no right to order you about. You don't work here. Well, not officially, anyway. And besides, once you're gone, what can he do? I'll finish this.
Clancy, you are a doll.
Have a good time.
Hey, Jerry. Harry Jarvis has given me a lift into town. One of the fellas can drive me back.
For 2 pins, I'd go with you. Now, come to think of it, if I had 2 pins, I'd be tempted to put them to a better use.
Oh, and tell Oates not to wait up for me.
What do you think you're doing? I told young Hammond to do that.
Rule 24, Section B. Everyone must do their own share. Or is it Section C?
Where's young Hammond?
He's gone to town. His football mates are having a party.
I told him to report back to me.
Well, I guess he didn't have time. He got the chance of a lift.
He deliberately disobeyed my order.
Oh, fair go. He's
How
not
long
even-
ago did he leave?
Not long.
Take the wagon. Bring him back.
Now, hang on.
That's an order.
For your information, Mark's a member of the Hammond family, not a park employee.
Is to cut down on needless public expenditure.
Jerry, Station Blue's on the radio. There's a fire been reported in Rogan Valley.
How bad is it? Over?
Not too bad at the moment, but if it gets out of hand, it could sweep clear through the valley. Over.
Right, we're on our way. Over and out. Well, the gear's up. Well, you heard him. Come on, man. Here's your big chance. There's no access by road. It's wild country. Look, I don't have time to argue. If you think it's too dangerous, I'll take Clancy along.
I'll go.
Well, letting a woman do the job for you? You stay by the radio, Clancy. Fasten your safety. You all right? You sure you're okay?
Why? Why shouldn't I be? You think I haven't flown before?
Have you?
I was flying when you were in knee pads.
We're approaching the ridge now. Keep your eyes on that area ahead. There it is. It shouldn't give us much trouble if the wind doesn't turn. We'll make it. Relax, I know what I'm doing. Maybe on the ground you give the orders, Oates. Up here I'm in charge. It's okay, we're down. Let's get the fire under control. Flight to headquarters.
How long will you be? Over.
We're on our way back now, Clancy. Over and out.
Not me.
Well, you'll never make it on foot. Not at night. There'll be questions. They'll...
Tell them I panicked.
You could have been burnt alive in that fire. But you didn't panic, guys. That would have remained cool in that situation. The light won't hold much longer. You're coming on... It's not the first time I've seen a guy go to pieces in the air. We've all got fear in us somewhere. It just comes out in different ways, that's all. Skip, I tell you what, Skip. Mr. Oates was just saying that he needs some exercise. He wants to walk. See you back at headquarters. Look after him. You won't wait until Mr. Hammer gets back?
No, I don't think that's necessary. I've seen enough in the last 2 days to realize that he's running an efficient station. Even though some of his assistants are a little unorthodox. It doesn't come easy.
There's no more to be said then, is there?
You know, just for a minute there, I thought he was about to say something nice.
You must admit he has changed from when he first arrived. In fact, from when he walked home with... I wonder what happened.
Skippy gave him a straight talking to.